Saying, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't seen that. What up, what up, what up? We in this bitch, we in this bitch. Nah, just be.
Hey, it's your girl, Lady Leo. Welcome back.
Welcome
We
back,
in
welcome
this
back.
bitch,
We
B.
in it, bitch, we in it, bitch. We got the mics cut on, right?
Uh,
We got the mics cut on, right?
We got the mic.
Yeah, just double checking. We just sitting up here lip singing and everything, you know what I'm saying? All that type shit. We got a mic check, mic check, mic
Mic
check.
check 1 2.
Yeah, we ain't
Caller,
on,
are you there?
we ain't on. Hopefully, we ain't on the mute.
We on the mute.
Yeah, nah, that plug is good. Just as long as that plug is good. It's you know, yeah, it ain't muted or nothing like that. So we talking. All right, we clear.
We good?
We clear. Apparently,
We at Smoky Face Smoke Shop 4250 Truths.
We down here on the block. You know what I'm saying?
On the block.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
week, B. Friday we got Bud Bingo.
Bud Bingo on Friday. This Friday in a couple of days, in a few days. Okay.
And I am looking excited for it.
Oh yeah, what's that entail? Because I seen. I think I seen the flyer. I didn't read all the way through or whatever.
And it's entry. The boards will cost you to participate.
So you can buy so many boards or something like that. Or something. Switch all that.
Oh damn.
Okay, there's gonna be entry fee. There's gonna be an entry fee.
$5 entry fee. We was
Bingo.
corrected.
Bud Bingo. Okay.
Bud Bingo, but that sounds super fun. Super fun. Everybody likes bingo. Shots.
Oh shit, damn! I took a drink and hey, shots up already.
Shots up.
We in the game. Mm-hmm. We in that bit.
So B, how was your week?
Man, week was different. You know, it was busy. You know, interestingly. You know what I'm saying? Very interestingly.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. You know, Smoky Face always got some shit going on.
The
you
Chronicles.
Know what I'm saying?
We gotta get the Chronicles going.
Always some shit that's gonna be. We're gonna do a spinoff on some shit.
Okay.
You know, Smoky Face Chronicles. Y'all be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tag it when it comes through, and you're gonna see all kind of weird and crazy shit that actually happens and comes through at the shop.
Yes.
When we here, and sometimes when we not here.
When we not here.
That part. You know what I'm saying? It fuck around, be ghosting this bitch. You know, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Know. But shit go crazy. Shit all day. All day, all night. You don't even
we'd like to give a shout out to Smoky Face. Thanks for letting us host here.
For sure.
Shout out to 51 Vision, LB Graphics, W.I.T.B, B, and Lady Leo.
Yeah, for sure. The Kink. Don't forget about the Kink.
The Kink.
You know what I'm saying? In the Pink Palace. If y'all follow on the socials, you know what I'm saying, with the Smoky Face, you'll see, little advertisement and flyers for that. Hey, look, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, pop out, pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
It's getting warmer outside.
It's getting warm outside, and you know what I'm saying? I know the Kink should be getting popping with some sales and things like that because it's some of that shit that, women like to, it's some stuff in there that women can wear in the bedroom. Or if you choose to wear it outside, that's your preference. That's all on you.
Some of them might not know what the Kink is, B.
Okay, so the Kink is basically like adult store, if that makes any sense. Adult novelties. Okay. So there's toys there. There's lingerie there. There's also swimwear, clothing, accessories.
Yes, I saw that the other day.
There's like I said, toys there. Women, y'all do y'all thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and for whoever else, if that's what you into, you know what I'm saying, the availability is right there. And like I said, it's gonna probably go on sale. Hopefully we can get some sales running on it. You know what I'm saying? I can talk with the owner and everything, and we can get some sales on it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy y'all sales in the nighttime or the daytime or whatever time you choose to indulge. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called the Kink. Come get kinky. That's the slogan. Come get kinky.
Come get kinky.
Yeah,
I like
that type shit. Yeah.
So don't miss out, ladies and gents. Yeah. On that, come on in to Smoky Face. You can actually come in, partake, and if you're still not sure what it is, come on in, check us out. We here and available.
Oh yeah, pull up on us. Pull up on.
B always
pull up on me.
Pull up on me. So my week was so.
What happened?
Didn't do too much. Dealt with the kid, did a little school stuff with him. Not too much, getting him ready for summer school. That's the stuff I'm talking about, kid stuff.
Okay.
But to bring up the kids, and I'm sorry, I have something.
I'm parched. You know what I'm saying? I don't have wash.
Okay. So B, I say love the kids, but then we say fuck them kids too.
In that order.
in that order. So I'm on the internet, and I don't know, I've seen this before, and we may have touched on it, may not. So this scenario, let me set the scenario up for you. Okay. And the audience out there, I want y'all opinion and suggestion, observation.
Put me on.
Okay. So lady is filming herself now, which I don't understand why they film, because kids say the darndest things. Have we not learned that yet? So her two kids are sitting in the back seat. She's in the front seat, and she's filming her children, and she's asking the one kid, let's say it's a boy, John. Let's say she asking John for his birthday money. Now his sister's in the back with him too. Let's call her Sally, or let's call her Jenna.
Just out the blue, just asked for the birthday money.
She asked him for the birthday money that he got for his birthday. Now the baby is only probably like 12 or 13.
Okay,
it's little kids. I mean, not old enough to be like grown adults.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and the other kid was like probably a year after him or 2 years, the younger kid.
Okay.
So it's a girl and a boy. The boy, she asked him for his birthday money that he got, and she was like, yeah, you need to give me your birthday money because I need to pay this, and I need to pay this light bill. I need to pay this bill, and you got birthday money, so I need your birthday money. And now these people are black. She's black.
Was she joking about it?
No, she was serious.
Dead ass. She was dead ass.
But then, as I'm looking at it, and she's filming, so you can't. I don't know. Because all the comments, I run straight to the comments.
It kind of seemed like she might have known the reaction when she did that. You know what I'm saying? She filming the shit, so she knew what the reaction was going to be. All right, let go.
Okay, so when she asked the kid for his money, he goes, well, Mom, I don't want to give you my money. No, no, I don't want to. And she was like, well, I'm going to take the PS5 then because I need this money. He was like, well, why are you going to do that? And she was like, well, you're not going to be able to play it anyway if the lights are off and this and that. She give her a whole little spiel. So the other kid chimes in and says, well, why did he need to, if you stop going out and giving your boyfriend money and stop going out all the time, feed us and do this. I mean, the little kid was going in on
blast.
Mama.
You on blast. You on blast.
And the mama was just like, mind your own grown-up business. And I'm like, you put the kids in grown-up business.
Damn, you asking for some money, you know what I'm saying?
You asking the kid for his birthday money.
Damn.
Who fucking does that?
To pay the light bill.
To pay a bill.
So you mean to tell me if he didn't have a birthday, you wouldn't have no light bill money?
Basically, she said, how are you going to play it? I'm going to take the PS5 because how are you going to play it anyway if we don't have any?
Well, if you spend my light money on the PS5, you might not have should have got the damn PS5 for a nigga. God damn. Shit. I ain't going to miss nothing I ain't ever had. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so the kids are like, well, you always going out and eating out and doing all this, save your money and take care of the kids.
So it sounds like
the kid was going in.
It sounds like they pretty much blasted and said, Mama, you got some poor money management skills. You need to get your shit together, bitch. You get your shit together. You got some poor money management skills. That would have sounded like, where's my daddy? Where's my daddy?
So my question to you, me, and the audience is, this seems like she's a single parent, and if this is the mother of your child, how would you handle something like that? If your kid called you and said, Mama wanted my birthday money, or Mama took my birthday money to pay a bill or to do this with a bill or whatever, she took the money. How would you address it? Would you say anything?
Is this just hypothetical, or would you say if this happened like on a personal level, like if it happened on a personal level, like if it happened to me personally?
If it happened personally, or even if it's hypothetically, I want to pick the audience brain on this also, because I feel like the mother who set this camera up to get the reaction from her children, and now that I'm talking about it and I'm thinking about this, like the mother is like trash.
She did that shit for some views. She did it for the views.
Because everybody's commenting on the negativity on how she came to the kid.
Now, I know this might not be in the story or anything. What kind of car was she driving? What kind of car we in?
We couldn't see the car. All she had was a picture. She had it. She was in the front seat and it was facing the kids.
Could you tell it was like some leather seats or something there?
I could not.
Could tell it was leather seats? Okay. Well, I mean, obviously it wasn't a bucket, you know what I'm saying? Because it would have been like some sputtering or whatever. She got phone and everything. So she, she was looked like she got something to maintain and manage and everything. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like on a personal level, if I took it down to a personal level and that type of shit happened, I mean, to me personally, just really not just be like on, some real shit. I would have been like, okay, son, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give her the money and then just tell me how much it was, and then I go ahead and I give it to you directly, or I give you a way to where she don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you straight. I'm gonna go ahead and get you straight. Really? And I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. But you was right for letting her know that she got some poor money management skills, and keep reminding her that she got some poor money management skills. I'm gonna take care of y'all, but keep reminding her. That way I ain't gotta reiterate it, and if I do, then maybe it'll click, you know what I'm saying, some kind of way. But I'm gonna make sure I ain't gonna leave the kids stuck out like that. I let him.
So would you address the mother?
Hell no. I let my kid get that shit off. Get it off. Get it off. Get it off. I'm not there. Obviously, she didn't want me there, or I couldn't be there because I didn't. Hey, it probably would have been worse if it was me, on that particular situation, because I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? Right. So go ahead, get your shit off, son. Get it out. Get it out. Get your shit off. Talk your shit, son. Shit, talk your shit. Lord, talk your shit. I ain't gonna lie, real talk. I told my first son when he was a baby. He probably don't even remember anything like that. But the day he was born, I whispered in his ear, "Give her hell." I whispered in his motherfucking ear, "Give her hell. Give her hell, son. I got your back." I told him straight like that on the first day. Hey. On the first day, his first little brother. Give him hell, son. Oh, give her hell, son. I got your back. Don't even worry about it. And my son, he done had my back ever since. Anytime she done tried to charge me up, my son been the first one to be like, "Okay, daddy, I'll check you later." Let me get the belt because you need your ass whooped for talking to my daddy like that. Yeah, he did that. My son did that. Did that. Well. Did that. Okay, well, there you have these intake on, this mother shaking down her son for his birthday money. It should never come to a point to where you shaking down your children for some money, you know what I'm saying, just because they had a little piece of an income. Now, if you didn't put the kid on, some lines of credit or something to help build their credit and everything, that shows that you really financially helping them. Okay. But you're not financially helping them by showing them that you can just have some kids and go to your kids for their birthday money. You know what I'm saying? That's setting a bad example. You know what I'm saying? And as young as that's setting a bad example. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be setting great examples for these children. Right. You know what I mean? Leading them the right way. Leading them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Showing them the better way of obtaining things in life. And those examples, that right there, I mean, he's not gonna forget that at all. Because he's gonna be like, my mama took my birthday money. So just imagine if he was 17, 18 working at a real job. Damn all that. No, imagine if he grown living outside the house and she come at him talking about, "I need X, Y, and Z." Oh no, nigga, remember you got me for my birthday. You got me for my birthday money at 12, 13. Nigga, fuck you. Oh, what? Shit. You need your parent like that? Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, you got me at this age, nigga. No, you're not finna get me at this grown age. I could have helped you had you shown me better ways or gave me a greater example. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We thinking about you got to start thinking about the future. Let's get our audience, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm just saying though. We got to look kind of questionable. We got to look at it the long way, not the short way. Okay, you know let's get the audience. So let's get the audience. What's happening? Yeah. What we doing? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Not right now. What we doing for later? Yes. Because he ain't gonna have no birthday every month. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do next month, bitch? This is what I deal with, y'all. This is what I deal with.
First off, she should not have put the child in an adult's place.
Facts.
Okay. Facts. All right.
That's wrong. Number two, a boy that she's eating dinner with and going out and spending money on, why is she not comfortable enough to ask him?
Yeah, that part. I didn't think about that. Because she ate the money. She ate the money. They went to go eat with it. They went to go eat with the light money.
He would have took care of that. She would have never had to go to that child.
Okay.
So number one, she has poor money management skills. Number two, her skills in men ain't showing no damn nothing better. Because you already saying, I got a problem, but I'm not going to my man, I'm going to my son.
Wow.
There's something wrong with that picture.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Why is he there?
Yeah.
His job is to be her helpmate.
Yeah.
Outside of the bedroom.
Okay.
So if he ain't helping her, why is he there?
At that point, that child found out, I know why daddy ain't here. I know why he ain't here. This why he ain't here. This bullshit right here.
So as he get older, do you think that she will keep using that mentality as asking him?
That this is big. There's no point at any time, period, where she should have to go to her kid.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
You get it from a friend.
Uh-huh.
You get it from whoever.
Okay.
But don't cross that line, because that's a line that can never be repaired.
Nope, okay. Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
If you break that line, you just broke the kid's respect.
Oh.
Okay. Now, flip side. When he get through talking to me like that, tell me what funeral home you need.
I was wondering if somebody was gonna address that. But could you blame the child because she did insert the kid in adult business?
Because there's no reason, none, you're gonna talk to me like that.
Really?
And no, if a boy's a man, he can already take that child. You're not gonna talk to my woman like that.
But the man wasn't in the car. It was just her and the kid.
She shouldn't have had to have that conversation.
Okay.
And since she did, since that kid replied to that, daddy or boyfriend need to address that.
So it wasn't the kid she was asking money for. It was the other sibling saying, why you need to have his money?
What funeral home do you want to go?
You still... Well, okay. So B, with that being said,
oh, you ain't get your input. Let's see what you want.
Thank you for that.
We in this, bitch. What's your insight?
Okay, so my insight on this, I do agree with you guys to a certain point. On the last point of our audience member who said, the kids should be tested out and addressed or what they said to the mother, I feel like the mother should have never inserted the kids into grown-up business. Period. Now, when kids say things, you are but they are people too. So even I was raised as you are to be seen and not heard. I get that. But to a certain point, she asked for that feedback. To me, she asked, and not saying the kid didn't do it in disrespectfully or not. The kid was asking a question. The way the kid put it. It was a question like, well, why you not, why is it that you have to ask him for the money? And when you go out and you buying all these things and then you're going out with these guys and you doing all this, but you ask, why would you ask him for this and you still doing all this and that? And then she got upset because she was like, well, mind your own business. This is grown-up business. Well, then you put your kids in grown-up business when you ask that kid, let me have your birthday money to pay this bill. Whether she was going to pay a bill or not, she inserted her kids in grown-up situation.
And he was going to...
And the kid responded.
The kid is right.
Yeah.
The kid, and for the kid to be young and smart and thinking like that,
no.
She had done it before.
He was finna come in.
He's right.
Kid was finna come in the middle of the night. Kid was finna come in the middle of the night talking about some.
You not yet. You're right. The child should, but the response, I couldn't be mad at the response because I inserted the kid in adult business. If you want the child to stay a child, then you never insert them in adult business. Therefore, when that child gets older, as you were saying, that child is maybe going to resent because when he start working a real job, the mother is going to be holding out her hand. Okay,
I need something on the rent over here. I need something on the cable bill, the internet bill, my cell phone bill.
It was an internet thing that happened also where a mother asked her 17, 18-year-old child. He was working. He got his first check. It was $1,000. He was on his bed counting his money, and the mom come in there and said, "Hey, you need to give me some of that because
I wouldn't hit him on the first check."
Yeah, on the first check. I
wouldn't hit him on the first check.
And he was like, "Damn, this is my first."
I wouldn't hit him on the first check.
First money.
It would have been a conversation like, "Hey, you working? You getting money? Cool. Tell you what, we finna do this. This is what we finna start doing. And how long do you need before we get started on this payment process so that we learn some responsibility. You got to teach these children. That's what your responsibility. What you owe to your child is to teach them and to show them.
Okay, so what are you teaching them? I'm taking your money to pay for my bills, or are you teaching them saying, we're going to go to the bank, or we're going to put this up, you're going to pay yourself first? You're going to make
it clear to them and give them a reasonable explanation of why we're doing this so they can understand that these are the things that you're going to have to do when I'm not here.
Paying your bills?
That's yes. That's
no. I don't agree with that.
No, we're not. It's not paying your bills. Okay, if you living in my house, right?
He's 17, 18.
Exactly. 17, 18. You living in my house, right? Let me start to prepare you for paying bills so that way.
Are you going to get the money back?
No, we're going to give the money back for it because you're using these utilities. I'm giving you basically a discounted rate of what you're going to have to do on your own.
No.
You're getting a discounted rate of what. I'm not asking to pay this whole utility bill. Just give me $20, $30 to go on this electricity bill. That's all they $50. But no, yeah, I got that part. I'm talking about the 17, 18. I'm not talking about the 12, 13.
No, I'm talking about 17, 18 is still a child.
Yeah, but they're going into adulthood. And their next step, they need to understand this before they leave my house so that when you get out there, you're not asking me because you know you need to work X, Y, and Z to get that, to take care of your responsibilities at your house. That's our job as a parent, is to teach them, especially when it comes down to that point to where they're an adult and they start old enough for this and I'm old enough for that. I can do this, I can do that. I can go buy, this, that, the third, and I can, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that because it's my place. Yes, it's your place, your responsibility. Let me show you some things slightly. Let me give you a little just a little piece of it, what it's going to be. Now, it's going to be rougher than this when you get out there, but at least you understand that mentality to carry when you go to that place. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
So,
I agree.
The child, what I'm saying?
I would do it like this.
At 12, 13, that
17
kid,
and 18.
At 12, 13 years old, that kid is going to be coming in the parents' bedroom at 12 midnight and you're supposed to be asleep. You know what I'm saying? He going to come in that bedroom and be like, hey, I paid light bill this month. Turn that motherfucking TV out. Fuck is you doing? If I got to pay it next month, turn that fan off. You don't need that. Shit, you better do something different. Hey, plug your phone.
So I guess I have a different outlook, and I understand. I have males that are speaking from the audience and from
it's levels. It's levels.
But,
it's levels to it. You gotta get the levels.
Even if we have those levels,
yeah.
And the kid is still in high school. The kid has a job in high school. I mean, it's already a lot dealing with it. And I can understand taking $20, $25, maybe even $40, setting aside and preparing them to say, okay, even if you don't even use it, set it aside for them to get them ready to be out there. When they say those words, hey, I want to do what I want to do, be free, have some more freedom. Okay, you ready to move out? Okay. Here's your shit and go on. That's what I would do if I'm going to ask them for some money. I will put it up and put it aside. And I would not use that for because those are my bills. That's not the kids' bills. Yes, they live with me. Yeah, we would have to do the same thing. That's just like if they didn't have a job, we're gonna make them get out there and get a job to help us.
But any parent that
don't you have a responsibility?
Any parent, any parent,
yeah,
you
have a responsibility to teach them.
Yeah. And that's what I'm teaching him. He doesn't know that I'm spending the money or not spending the money. He doesn't know if I'm spending it or not spending it. All he knows is he's giving towards something.
That's the whole idea right there. So, is you showing them that responsibility. So when they get out there on their own, because essentially, you're going to have to help out the child. If they ain't got it all the way by the time they get out there by themselves, whether they go to college, whether they just move out and go on their own place or whatnot, any of that, you already showed them that there is a responsibility when you're an adult, when you have to do adult things, adulting. You know what I'm saying? There's responsibilities in that. So of course, as anything else, when they get started on it, they're going to stumble on it. And you as a parent, you're going to help them, of course, because that's your child and you want them to understand. But the lesson is to teach them not to lean on you in that manner, because you're not going to, obviously, you're on a further end of the spectrum of the age versus where they're at. You know what I'm saying? 17, 18 versus your 30, 40 years old, whatever you are. You know what I'm saying? You got less life to live than they do. You know what I'm saying? So put them in position to
and
succeed.
I'm not saying that I disagree. I'm just saying I would not take their money.
I'm taking their money.
I'm gonna take their money, but I'm putting it aside for them when they are actually ready to move, or if they're on their way to college. That is their money. They can take with them to college. I just feel like those are my bills.
I feel you can use that as use that as you see fit. Because
as you see fit.
Yes, use it as you see fit, because essentially you're gonna have to. It don't matter how much the fuck you save. So
are we not helping them?
You are helping them because you're gonna come up with the money regardless.
What do you think?
Because you're their parent.
Kid would not resent you for taking their money from their little job and their little check
the
that
money,
they're making.
The money that you saved, and
because they're not making no money for real.
The money that you save and the money that you can just up and jump and just throw at it is basically the same thing, because you're gonna find that money to go help your child. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. True. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't save it and put it away. But that's why I say use it as you see fit. Go ahead and do what you gotta do and take care of the business. When it come down to it and the kid be like, oh, I need X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. You already know what you done got from them already. So you're gonna go ahead and give it anyway to help them out, to get them. Okay. All right, I got you. But tell you what, this is a part of responsibility. I'm your safety net, because the parent is basically the safety net. I'm your safety net for when you get out there and do your own shit. So, don't lean on.
So it's okay to ask for 16 and up if they got a job, but
fuck yeah.
15 on down. Don't ask them for birthday money. Don't ask them for shit.
Nah. If they're not able to get their own money, no. No. If they're not able to, if they ain't able to get their own money, then no. If you teach it them, you have to teach them.
Teaching them, that's a different story.
You got to teach them.
You teach it, and in some cases you put it away. But like from my mother,
okay,
she didn't borrow money from me. She would give me money and the bills to go pay them.
Okay.
She showed me how this worked.
To go, yeah. Okay, I can see those lines on showing them how to do.
And it hit different. It hit different. That shit hit different.
Because they actually seeing what you're paying. You're not just talking to them verbally. Right. And they actually physically seeing, okay, damn, she didn't pay this X, Y, Z amount or this.
How personal is it unless it's coming out of your pocket? Then you have a respect for it. Anybody can go spend somebody else's money. Anybody can go spend somebody else's money and don't give a fuck about the number. You understand? Okay. But if it's your money out your pocket, then you got a respect for it. You know what I'm saying? That's understand the power of the dollar right there. At a young age. You know what I'm saying? At the age before you have to go out there and go get it. You have to understand that power of the dollar. If you don't understand the power of the dollar, you gonna go, shit, you'll blow through $1 million in 3 days and don't think nothing of it. But then when it comes to that $1 million of your money, then now you looking at it now. Now you know the serial numbers on each bill that went out your pocket. You understand? It's the power of the dollar. You gotta respect that dollar. If you don't respect it, trust me, you like the story goes, as fast as you get it, you don't respect the money, you'll lose that shit.
So do you think the 17-year-old, 18, I don't know how old this kid was, his first check, was wrong on telling his mom no, and she was like, you got money now, you need to be paying the bill.
No, that's fine. You don't have nothing to support what you're doing here as an adult, because you're pre-adulting, if you want to call it a word. This is some shit you're going to have to do regardless. So if you tell me no now, I tell you what, when you get out there on your own, because you will get out there on your own.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to like rules and regulations and shit that I got going on. Because, hey, look, I pay the bill. I paid the bill. You know, I pay the cost to be the boss. And I'm the boss with the motherfucking hot sauce. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I paid the cost to be the boss. And since I'm the boss, then that means you have to follow what I say.
Okay.
If you can't do what I say and so on and so forth, then I tell you what, you can find your way if that's what you choose to do, because you've obviously found your way of thinking of the things that you want to do in life. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with what the fuck you want to do. No problem at all. But if that's what you want to do and that's against what the hell I got going on, just like anything else, okay, find your own way. You know what I'm saying? Learn.
So I tried to teach you.
I tried to teach you, and you didn't want to learn. So, they have a place for those type people.
And where is it?
Shit, on their own.
You
know what I'm saying? In the street. What they tell Aretha Franklin, how that song go? On my own. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't how it was supposed to be.
It wasn't how it was supposed to be. Hey, on my own. I'm just saying. See.
Okay.
What she say? I'm leaving.
Shit. Now we want to serenade.
Midnight train to Georgia.
So okay, so we saying it's the difference between the ages on asking your kids for money, on helping you out with your bills and things.
Everything based off of eligibility. If you're eligible, goddamn it, hey, it's you can go. You can go. You can't go.
We and have different outlooks
and
on that.
And they go for grown adults that, you know what I'm saying, sit around and, you know what I'm saying, don't want to get their own type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that. Type shit.
Okay.
Type shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what, B? The whole thing is you parents need to just stay on your shit so you won't ask your kids for shit.
Teach your kids. No, it's just teach your kids.
You can teach them without taking from them. Teach them. Because the world is already going to help them out on bumping their head. You just got to give them the tools to navigate through this world. Give them the
strength and knowledge and ideology of flight, and they will fly. And if they don't, they will find out. You will die.
That part.
That part.
Oh,
that part.
Okay.
That part. You got to understand. I can help you for so long. You know what I'm saying? I can help you for so long. But just like I had to go and do as an adult, you know, parents is not going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
I have to tell mine all the time.
They on the shorter end of the spectrum.
Not going to be here all the time.
Your parents have a lesser lifespan at that day than you do. So,
True.
You know, you have more time to learn more. So if I can give you more to understand more sooner than later, you know what I'm saying, then whatever falls after you, your generations and things like that, then they'll be better. They'll be, you know what I'm saying? And we was talking, you just said it a minute ago, these kids are being smarter and all this kind of shit, and they got them smart mouths and all that shit.
Yeah, they do.
But,
they're
oddly enough, they didn't learn all of that just out of the air. They learn that from what they seen.
Mimic. They mimic what they see.
You know what I'm saying? What they have knowledge and shit like that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? They notice that. So why would a child at 12, 13 years old bring up the fact that, well, you're spending money over here when you could have taken care of this, the light bill.
So they called the mama out at the young age.
You know what I'm saying? At a young age. That's something that someone of that same age or stature would bring to a person, like, well, you know, like a financial advisor, like, you should have done this and so on and so forth, or you can do this, X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth, to prevent these type situations. This person is a third, if not half, your peers' age to understand this already. Right. So if they already can see this and understand this, then what that says to me is, okay, it's not hard to understand you've made some bad decisions. And that's okay, because we make bad decisions every day. With that being said, now that you see that, you got to do better. If you knew better, you do better. If you knew better, you do better.
Well, you ladies out there and you gents out there, do better. Train your children. Prepare them for the world. Take their money.
If you're not ready for if you're not understanding the soft way, let me give it to you the harsh way. Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
I did it the soft way, B.
Get your shit together.
Oh, B talking about me, y'all. I did it the soft way. Okay.
I'm just saying, some people understand the soft way. But some people understand the harsh way. You gotta tell them, but man, get your shit together.
You just gotta
you fucking
be blunt with it and
you fucking up. Get your shit together.
Right then,
Get your shit together. Stand up. You a fucking adult. Stand up.
Some of these adults don't be adulting though.
Hey,
you know?
And you know what?
It's horrible.
And you know what? And the sad part about it is they'll end up in those situations to where people will treat them as such and then be upset and feeling disrespected because somebody's treating you the age that you fucking acting. Because you're not a fucking adult.
Shoe size.
You're not acting. You're not acting.
What the prince say? No, act your age and not your shoe size.
Hey, you ain't acting like a fucking adult. You know what I'm saying? You're not acting like a fucking adult. You're not acting like a fucking adult. So how the fuck you expect me to talk to you like a fucking adult? I'm gonna talk to you like a fucking kid.
Like a kid.
I'm just saying though.
Because your behavior is like a child.
Position. You put yourself in that position, so get your shit together.
So it's messed up when a child acts more as the grown-up than the grown-up act, right?
You gotta tighten up. So you gotta get better.
With the behavior of children these days and these adults out here.
That's the point. That's the purpose of why these children are acting that way. Because adults have been so lackadaisical. They've been so, they've been so soft about it, and I get it. You know, I've been thinking about this shit. Actually, I've been thinking about this shit for the past couple of weeks, and just thinking about it. Like, these children these days, you know what I'm saying? They're really coming up with ideas and saying these things and things like that But the things that they're saying and doing and so on and so forth is stuff that you should already know, but you ignored because you wanted to give your child the best of this and the best of that. Okay, now you're understanding why, your parents did what they could. They did the best that they could. Right. Understanding that if I give you the soft version of this, you're not gonna gather it. You're not gonna understand it. You're not gonna fully grasp it. You're gonna as they say, light grip it. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna grab it, and take it for real seriously. You know what I'm saying? Right. But let me give it to you. Let me give it to you the harsh way, the understanding way of what it really is. Then you'll figure it out. You'll understand that this is some serious business. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it like the children are saying these things because it's just like how shit skips a generation type shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they coming back and they giving it that harsh way. They giving it, hey, it's real out here. It's real. This is serious.
That's why you start little bitty.
Yeah, let me talk this shit to you and tell you some shit that you should already know.
The kids are really running amok and running rampant. They're talking back to teachers. They're talking back to all kind of adults. No respect for no elders. No respect for themselves. No respect for their parents half the time. So it's wild. But I asked all the parents from mom and dad, whether you in the home, 2-parent home, whether you separated, when you get your kids, mothers, let me talk to the women first, because you women out here be wilding. Y'all be wilding. I got a message. Okay, all right. Because I'm not saying I'm perfect. No one in the world is perfect. But I do understand. I am a woman. I do understand the dynamics of children. I have plenty of them, boatload of them fuckers. But, kids are people too. So if you're talking at them, they're never going to grasp it. You got to talk to them as they are people. If you're going to go ahead and ask them for that rent money or ask them for a little bit of this, then you got to continue that. You can't just 1 minute have it over here. Your kid, stand a kid, play, blah, blah, blah. No.
The kids ain't your friend.
The kids are not your friends.
See.
Period. So either you pick this way or you pick that way. Don't pick, and just because you're mad at the dad, do not play tug of war with the kid.
That part.
Because the kid is, they see things. They'll notice what you're doing, and they also notice what the other person is doing.
They a sponge. They learn.
Okay, they learn. And they'll see, even if you speaking it verbally, they'll still see. You can say negative things about the other parent, and they see the negative things about you that you're saying about the negative parent.
They just as cold as that artificial intelligence. They
are so
just as cold.
And they so easy impressed by any little thing. So you have to get them. I'm gonna kick their ass out there, baby.
They out there doing their thing, man. They out there doing their thing. We in this bitch, though. We in this bitch.
Yeah. But you hear the other audience member. We got a game going on, so it's a lot of things. So with these mothers, you trying to hold on to something that isn't there and quit acting like something is there. It's not there. Move forward, move on. Don't sit there as a standstill. Like B said, train your children, train your kids, train yourself if you need to be retrained.
That part.
As a woman.
Grow.
Grow. Shit. And if you gotta grow, don't be your child's friend, because you can't be their friend. No. You cannot. No. It's tough out here, but you can discipline. They still people, but you still have to listen to the kids sometimes, because sometimes the kids get that little wisdom that you be like, damn.
As hard.
You listening to me, and I get it.
Yeah. You got one up on me. You showed me something. You showed me something.
Because we never too old to
that
learn.
Part. You ain't gonna never stop learning.
You're never gonna stop. And quit saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't. Yeah. Because it's something you might not disclose that you learned that
or understood it. You might not have understood it, but the way your child might have put it, you might have understood it.
You might have understood it in elementary terms. What they say, elementary terms. So you mothers out here, do better. Quit depending on the government. Quit depending on. Get out there and get off your butts and do something. You can work from home. If you make it happen. Make it happen.
You're an adult. You're an adult.
Have to ask your kids. Yes, teach your kids about responsibility and all those things. But if they saying you not doing responsible things, they're never going to do responsible things.
Crazy shit is, if you train your kid up to be smarter than you, to make it happen better than you can, then the motherfucker's going to take care of you.
Exactly. And you winning.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your kids should always, each generation should always be better than the other generation. Facts. I tell my kids all the time, Be better than me. Do better than me.
That's growth.
Grow better than me.
So my grandbabies and grandbabies, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be ready for this shit.
Be ready because this world out here, we don't know. It can go left or right. Now your dad's out here now, B.
Let's go. I'm with the shit. Now I'm with the shit.
Cause these dads out
here. I'm on my shit. So yeah, I'm with it.
So you dads out here can't continue to say, I don't want to deal with her over here because I'm upset. I want to keep the peace. Kids, I want deal with the kid. Deal with the kid. Deal with her nonsense. It's not gonna be like that all the time.
Look, fuck her nonsense.
It's not
Ignore
gonna
that
be
bullshit.
Like that
you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Ignore her bullshit nonsense.
It ain't gonna be like that
but
all the time.
The fact
but the kid will see.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm about to get into. Like the whole chance of your personality and who you are as a person and your mannerisms, the whole nine. You got at least 49-50% of that in that child. Yes. Of you. So you already know half the battle already. Okay. You know who the fuck you is. Okay. You know the stupid shit you be doing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know that shit. Don't
talk bad about the mother to the kid.
No.
Mothers don't talk bad to the kids about the
No, hell no.
Don't do that. They gonna see it for themselves.
Praise the parent. Praise the other parent. No, you ain't gotta praise them like that.
And if the kid come to you and vent about the other parent.
Yeah, just listen.
Just listen. If they vent, let them vent. And if they ask a question, just be like, you need to talk to your parents. You got a valid point. I validate you.
You just gotta tell them the truth. Just tell them I understand.
And that's okay too.
Tell them I understand.
Or my favorite word is.
I understand.
My favorite word is
What's that?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Nah, fuck that.
That's unfortunate.
Nah, tell that motherfucker you understand. No, you know how that motherfucker is.
No,
I understand.
That's unfortunate.
I understand. I know how that motherfucker is. I understand. Daughter,
so your dads do right.
I understand. You right by your kids. Take care of your babies, man.
Don't care about what that because you laid down with the bride. I'm tired of hearing. That bitch crazy. Crazy
shit.
I don't want to deal with that.
Crazy shit. Look. Crazy shit is right. You have a kid, right? And then they out in the world, and you just happen to be somewhere. You might fuck around and be at the car wash, right?
All right.
Now you come up and somebody try to rob you or do something to you, right?
Okay.
Now come to find out, the person that did something to you was your child's friend. You know what I'm saying? And just because you wasn't in your kid's life and try to get them on a straight narrow path, they ended up running into this particular type of company.
Okay.
And now they got your mentality, and you a rude motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? And you did them type of things when you was younger type shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now you done lost your life. You know what I'm saying? Due to the technicality that your child done ran with this person, and they shared that same type of you know what I'm saying, mischief.
That happens.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
And then now it done pushed on to you. And look,
that happens.
They call that a circle of life. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much just dictated.
You ain't gotta be a product of your environment.
You dictated what the fuck was going on. If had you been in your child's life, they wouldn't have ran into this particular person that might not have had that complete idea because of who you are and how you are. And now you're older and you realize some shit. You know what I'm saying? And you change, but that's still in you. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what happened when you get older. Whatever the hell you did when you was younger, that shit's still in you.
It's still in you.
That shit's still in you. Damn. And those are demons that we fight on a regular. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is real. Mental health is real.
It is.
Mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your best. And that's a part of the whole mental health thing. As far as getting yourself together, if you have seeds out there, try to get your seeds together. You know what I'm saying?
And
help them in the process.
Guide them to make positive decisions.
They're gonna come down that line that you came down, and you didn't find out that you was fucked up till you was, you know what I'm saying? You didn't find out till you was 40, 45 that you was fucked up. And then your kid is going down that line.
It takes that longer, even longer. B. I know some older ones.
Exactly. But if you can, but if you can preempt that
unnecessarily,
if you can preempt that at 15, like if somebody would have came in your life at 15 to fix what the issues was, you know what I'm saying? Give her a better chance.
Let
me
ask you this.
Let's roll with
it. As a male,
yeah, facts.
Is when you were younger, is it hard to talk about or discuss anything to a grown-up besides like an uncle? You could probably talk to an uncle or a close cousin around your age, your peers or your close cousins. Is it hard for a male more? And I get, and reason why I'm asking this question is because of
what
my
age
13
we talking?
years.
What age we talking?
Well, I'm talking about 13, 14,
Okay.
15, in between that age bracket to know what the feelings, because your body's changing.
I'm grown, I feel myself type shit.
I'm
yeah,
smelling myself.
I can do what the fuck I want to do.
Is it tough to talk to your parents, two-home parent?
Mm.
Yes. Is it tough to talk to the two-home parent, whether your dad is there or not? And your dad being your rock, and but you still having reservations on talking to your dad because your dad has steered you in this direction, but you decide to kind of veer out just slightly.
But
it's up to your dad to come and check, do a temperature check. Pops got to do a temp check. You have to especially when it get toward them teenage years. You know what I'm saying? Temp checks have to happen more frequently than what they did when before that, the age before that. Temp checks got to happen more frequently. Really, like asking some real deep questions, like how you feeling, what's going on, how was your day, how was your day.
Is really reserved and do not,
and that's fine, and that's fine.
Disclose anything because they scared you gonna come out the gate. But you have,
but you knowing that's 49-50% you already. You already know.
Okay, what type of time they on?
It's something there.
Okay.
They just you just have to create the environment.
So you got to pull it out of them.
Yes, that's a responsibility. That's part of the job. It's part of the job. Yeah, they'll get it easy. Yeah. The relatives will get it easy, quick.
Relationship.
Yeah.
You can have that conversation.
Okay.
He may not feel comfortable having it with his father, but
yeah,
there's somebody in their family that he knows he can talk to.
And the crazy thing is, you know that person.
But what if it is not? And that kid feel like he can't talk to none of his family members.
No. That's fact. You will you will know the person that they confide in. You'll know them. Even if you might even not even know them by fucking name, any of that, but you'll know them just because when the encounter happens between them, you can see the difference in emotions when they encounter that person. You can find out, okay,
because you men are stubborn and stern
but you can find self-preserved. But as a teenager, you can find out who they more comfortable and more happy to be around and happy to see things like that. You have to pay attention to that kind of stuff because you already know the teenage years is that motherfucker's like a washing machine. That motherfucker's going, So
y'all very impressionable at that age.
Yeah. But it's there's something in there, you know what I'm saying, that's turning shit, that's helping turn shit, that's easy to turn shit, that's you can understand and see who that person is. You can see that person, that person. If you've met them somewhere before, it could be the person that they were so excited to introduce you to that you may not even know. And that right there puts that person on the motherfucking interest list. Okay. I know my child feels real excited about this person. I don't know
very
him. Very comfortable. I'm gonna go talk to that person and have a conversation and see where their head is at, check their temp, things like that. And then you can come back to that person. It don't matter how long. You can come back to that person and be like, hey, I know everything, he likes you so much and everything, he talks to you and everything, he feels so excited when he talks to you. Hey, look, I need you to find out X, Y, and Z because I feel something else is going on. And as an adult, more than likely they're gonna be an older gentleman, they're gonna be an older person. As an adult, whether it be male or female, they're gonna be like, you know what? That's your child. I understand that. You're trying to get some insight to help with your parenting. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody trying to deny nobody they parents at all, except baby mamas. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! Now wait a minute.
Except baby mamas. Baby mamas deny the parenting.
So with him saying that, yes.
It's 24 hours in a day.
Okay.
Baby mama is not allowed to take nothing away from a man if he don't stand up as a father.
Oh.
Because it's a choice. It's 24 hours in a day.
What's the choice?
You have to sacrifice what are you going to go to court to fight for and stand up for your right as a human being. So a baby mother cannot choose for a male to make himself less as a person in this situation.
I got lost.
You can't put that blame on another person. Every man have a choice to be in the child's life. Every man have a choice to set boundaries with the court system and the child's mother. That was just it's a fact. So
very there is a choice until the judge states what the precautions, whatever the choice is. The judge has the last say when you're dealing with court at the end of the day. Yeah, it is an order.
Well, he's not going to take away from the father's rights to do anything.
No, because it's 50-50. Every petition, it says it on there is 50-50.
No, it's not. It depends on. Now, I understand. I got what you. I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying, but exactly. But there's federal laws, there's state laws, right, and there's county laws, right. So you got pretty much 3 different jurisdictions to run through, right, and you have to run up through those jurisdictions, right. You have to start basically at the county. Now, if the county say fuck you, right, the state ain't even heard. The state heard was county said fuck you, so we're not even gonna deal with it. We're not even gonna touch it. Federal definitely ain't gonna touch it. Okay. So if the county, with whatever kind of whatever the idea of the judge is, you know what I'm saying, whatever corruption the judge has with their way of ruling things, that's pretty much where it starts at. So if you get burnt from the jump, yeah, you might be able to take it up another notch, but then they're probably out to lunch with that same county judge, because that county judge is trying to make their way into state. And hey, I'm gonna follow whatever you got. You got something for me, so on and so forth. It's a dirty game, honestly. The whole judicial system is a dirty game.
So no, what we're talking about, the involvement of a child. Everybody have a right. You have visited hours and visited dates. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about anything.
You do.
Else. So there's an order for that. It's either you're going to do it or you're not.
You know what maritime? You know what maritime law is? You know what maritime law is?
What is it? Explain to us.
You know what maritime law is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Maritime law is basically when a child is born, it belongs to the state. You sign up to claim the child. So any kind of infractions that you have with this piece of property that you signed up for, if you come asking me about the property you signed up for, I tell you what.
Everybody got that order.
I tell you what. You the first one to sign up for that. So whatever the hell it is that is going on with this child, that's your responsibility because you signed up for it. The father did not sign up for it. The mother did. Right? Because wait a minute. Because the child came through the mother, not the father.
No, it's on the birth certificate. The man has the birth certificate, the father has the birth certificate, and the mother has the birth certificate. All 3 of my children have birth certificates.
That's why it's called.
Because they have 3 different fathers.
That's why it's called. That's why it's called labor.
Yeah,
that's what's called labor.
You're supposed to have rights to spend time with your child.
No.
Ain't no order.
Well, she can't take the rights from you seeing a child because they have to order you
have to be
to see, unless you doing something, a violation or something against you. They won't let you see.
Excuse me, wait a minute. What did you just agree to? You said she cannot take any rights from him seeing the child. Are you serious?
Unless you're gonna take her back to court.
Because the child came through her, which is a ship. The child.
But if your name is on paperwork,
the child is a.
So you saying you can't see your kid?
Okay, all right then. Let me. If you understand shipping terms, let me break it down. Okay, so the child is a part of a bill of lading. You know what that is, right?
We get that.
We coming with the maritime law, right? So when the child is being delivered, it's called labor.
Okay, there's labor. We get that.
Okay, we still in maritime law. Law. So with that being said, the state is the purpose of who's doing this receiving of this bill of lading for this labor that was done. So when the woman has the child, instantly the child belongs to the state because that's the carrier. That's the next carrier, just like FedEx, UPS.
Right.
When you ship something, so on and so forth, and you drop a package off, boom, I dropped it off at this. I dropped it off at this parcel company, and they take care of it. So it's their responsibility. So the state automatically says, boom, that's our responsibility. Okay, the state already assumed the responsibility when the child got here. Boom. Now you have to sign this paperwork to receive the child. Right? That's all your birth certificates and social security numbers and all that shit right there. All of that's a part of bill of lading and the whole shit like that, right? Now, be it that the state was the first to carry this child, right?
Okay.
You the first to carry this child. Okay, so if shit fails with you, right? Like a return package or something that came damaged and shit, you got to go back through the fucking system. Yeah, you got to go back the same way you came in. So it comes from the mother back to the state. When children go back to the state, now they belong to the state, right? Okay. So now that you done received the child from the state, right? Now you want to pick somebody else. You want to pull somebody else to bring them a part of that, right? They never signed up for it. They weren't the first one. They didn't carry the child, right? So basically, if they didn't carry the child, they're basically irrelevant. They didn't bring it. They didn't have no part of it. Just like what he said. Was you in the gym with me shooting motherfucking jump shots? No, you wasn't, right? The man was not in the gym shooting the jump shots with the woman while she was carrying his child, right?
So you saying it's all on the mother, and the mother has the child.
That's why, and that's why when it comes down to counties and states like that, and you hear these cases everywhere, they say the state always sides with the mother.
Okay.
Well, that's the one who brought it to us.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna side with the person that brought it, the shipper. We're gonna side with the shipper because they knew what they had. They were responsible to get it to us. Now we gave it to another shipper, which is the same shipper, basically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with I'm just talking in shipping terms and
I'm
things like that. So now, okay, we give it back to the shipper. Okay, they wanted it. They got it. Okay, now who's this other person involved? You say they were involved. They helped with the shipping. Well, since they helped in the shipping, then and you're unable to facilitate the rest of what's going on, you got two choices. You can either get that child back to the state, you understand, or we can allow you to handle this, but we're gonna go to the person that helped you bring this motherfucker here.
Right.
Excuse my term, but you know what I'm saying. We're gonna help you bring. We're gonna charge that person because now you're relying on us again. But there was
when they asked for assistance.
Now we're going for all parties. We're going for all parties. You were the first party. You involved the second party. So since we can't get shit out of you, then we go into the second party that was involved with you. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's predominantly how that whole child support thing comes about. You know what I'm saying? And then there's, of course, fractions and percentages and shit like that. What we're gonna charge you just like what you do on your credit card.
But what we were talking about shit like is how do
we got to get our interest? God damn it, we gotta get our interest, nigga. We ain't finna be out here boo the fool with it. Yeah.
Okay, so we went into the whole.
We charged everybody. I just broke it down and explained it. That's all. I just broke it down and explained.
But you missed what we were saying or what.
Bring the point. It was in there, but I'll pull it back out.
Hey, I got the point. I got the point wholeheartedly. The mama is the shipper. You were added to the shipping label.
Your question was.
So I got that. So the whole thing is when the mother has the child, and what I was saying was it takes two, of course. But different states have different laws. So when I had my kids, counties and things like that, you dealing with something.
Damn, they're down to the zip code. While they
some of the
around.
Things you have been through and dealt with or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But when I had my kid and the state, you put either, if you're going down for assistance, you have to put the kid on, you got to get a name to somebody or whatever. So that's automatic, as you know, or whatever, to receive any assistance in anything. Well, at the end of the day, sometimes the mother has to pay back the money if the father is not even listed on anything. Yeah. Like in the very beginning, I didn't have
the kid's
dad on nothing, but I had a little bit of a help and assistance with things. So I had to pay money back to the state. It's crazy because I didn't have him on anything, even though the dad was around and in the life or whatever. I still had to pay
Oh, the state, the
for whatever I asked
the
for.
The state allow you to backdate that, and you know how they, you know how they allow you to backdate it. They'll run a blood test, and if the blood test come back positive, God damn it, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. You can't change. You can't change DNA the older you get.
You cannot.
Shit,
so when I did put my child's fathers on the paperwork or whatever, and he still haven't signed the birth certificate. That is crazy. Even though he signed it or not signed it,
it don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter.
What they want.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
And it's just like, wow, that's amazing how the state is. He didn't sign shit,
like
or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's because, and the reason why is because I was on assistance, because I did ask for something, but I still had to pay. And then once again, when I did decide that I want to put him on something, I still had to pay what I asked for, and he had to pay child support.
You could have backdated all that shit.
It didn't happen like that.
All that
While
shit.
you sitting up here saying, yeah, the dad, the mother, and you mothers better be careful out there when you don't put your, because nowadays they make you put the dad, they make you put somebody. Yeah. That's why we got all these talk shows with who the daddy or whatever. Yeah. So you all need to have a conversation when you all lay down with each other on procreating and popping out popcorns. Because at the end of the day, like B said, y'all still got to communicate. If the dad's telling you, like we talked about the Anthony, what was his name? Edwards. He was he was the basketball player with the young lady who said, "Oh, I want the baby." He gave her $100,000 to get rid of the baby, and she still popped out the kid. Now she wants child support or whatever. He's like, "Well, fuck that. I relinquished all of everything. What's my child support payment?"
What the bill?
She's mad about all the term. Can I put his name on this?
She's mad because he paid the bill.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. They just, my thing is, you and I'm so disappointed in our women. It's just y'all expecting.
It's a lottery ticket.
It's a lot.
It's a lottery ticket.
And I get it. I wish I had a payday too. But at the end of the day, are you teaching these kids that? Man, that's why they're amount to nothing. They're not gonna have anything. What are you teaching them? And how are you gonna explain this to your child? What are you gonna say? You gonna blame it all on the daddy? Or you gonna tell both sides of the story?
Somebody gonna tell the truth.
Or
somebody gonna tell the truth. They gonna hear it.
They're gonna see the internet. The friends are gonna tell it. Everything. They're gonna hear it.
It's coming back.
But is the mother gonna be honest? See, these raggedy ass
done in the dark coming to light
women out here, and you raggedy ass men too. Y'all raggedy. Y'all this whole fucking fucked up community is fucked up and raggedy.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, and I'm ranting. I know Lady Leo does that, but y'all irritate my soul when y'all want to blame it on each other, and when y'all hurting the kid. The kid didn't ask to be here, as the kids are starting to say now. I didn't ask to be here, so you should da 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 da. Well, like the artist member said, oh well, you gonna be 6 feet under, because at the end of the day, we not doing that.
Yeah,
we not. Where they do that at?
But that's illegal.
So
that's illegal.
Yeah.
We can't unalive them. That's illegal.
Okay.
That's illegal. We can't unalive them. That's illegal.
But we need to do better as society. My whole thing is do better, male and female. And just, be respectful of each other. If you're going to lay down and you don't want no kids, protect yourself, you little raggedy ass men.
Understand the consequences.
So, and these chicks out here, you saying they thirsty, they hungry. Well, if you already know that, why the fuck you running up in a raw? Come on, let's think.
It's about who can tell the best lie.
Who can tell the best lie?
Like lawyers.
Anyway, B.
Like lawyers.
I'm Lady Leo.
Nah, just B.
Hey, we at Smoky Face Smoke Shop. Hey, don't forget this Friday.
This Friday, we're doing a Bud Bingo.
Bud Bingo.
Y'all pull up.
Some fun.
What's it, $10 cover? $10 cover? $10 cover? Hey, look. Hey, come through. Pull up. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have fun. You already know. I'll be here, B. I don't know about B.
I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know.
But Lady Leo be here. Come and hang out with your girl.
Yeah, for sure. Right. I mean, she might be doing some extravagant activities going on. You never know. Yay. You never know if you pull up. You never know. Hey, $10 cover. Pull up on it.
See us.
4250 Truce. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Smoky Face Smoke Shop.
Come and see us. And the kink will be open.
Yeah, for sure.
The kink is open. So come through. Get your products.
If it ain't open, ask about it and say what's this.
Ask about it. And of course, Lady Leo.
Somebody gonna tell you. Somebody gonna tell you. Somebody gonna tell you.
I was speaking.
Keep knocking on the devil's door. Somebody gonna answer.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in. Like,
appreciate
subscribe, share.
For sure. We in this bitch.
We in this bitch. I'm Lady Leo.
Nah, just be.
All right. Woo, we did a good show, baby.
Man, for sure. You're still live and direct. You done killed all the shots. That's how you was doing it?
Hey, I told you I had shots and the doorbell's ringing. Oh. And we had a good show. We ain't talked about the little fuck them kids in a long time, right?
Hey, well, shit, we got it off, right?
We did. We got it off.
I
love it. Yes, honey. Yes. Bye, everybody. Love it.